What the
Hey,
hey, girl! I hear what you got going on. I hear you slapping over there.
oh no, my phone was playing, girl.
No, I heard you slapping. I heard what you had going on in the live, girl. Hey! She started the live off right, y'all. Y'all see. Started it off right.
Man, I'm telling you.
What's going on, girl?
That was my homie.
Oh, hell. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, wait. All right. We're good. We're good.
Girl, I'm telling you, that's been my theme song all 2020.
Which one? Wiz?
Yes.
That's how I feel about this goddamn pandemic.
Man.
If that shit want a problem, okay? It is one. I'm so mad about it. So upset.
But you know, it's nice to get creative. It's so exciting.
Yeah, and I was saying that to somebody else. This is the longest that the most that I've seen people interacting with their kids and getting more creative with their DIYs and really tending to their music and their crafts. So for that reason, I really do appreciate the pandemic.
Yeah,
but I do hope that after it's over, people continue to stay in that realm of creativity, because I haven't seen anything like it in a long time. Even down to the challenges and everything people are doing. It's dope to see. It is dope to see.
It is good. It's very exciting to have you on here. I have followed you for a long time.
Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be here. And I'm excited
let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't even know who's sitting in front of me right now. When we're talking about somebody who's put on for the Bay culture, a culture I don't know nothing about, and I'm still learning.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Louisiana. I'm a country girl.
Oh, country girl. Yeah. Okay.
I just moved out to San Diego about 2 years ago.
Okay. So, hey, shout out. Hey, girl.
It's opened my eyes to a whole nother world being out here, because you only see so many, especially being the town I grew up in.
Oh, hell. Dang it. Shit, bald. It's gonna do this all day. Oh my god. But yes, yeah, it's crazy. I was actually born within 30 minutes of San Diego. I was born in Poway, something like that. Yeah, somewhere up there. Yeah, I was born in Poway, so I was right over there.
Yeah. So going back in time. Well, first off, for y'all that don't know me, I see a lot of y'all. My name is Pretty. Follow me at Pretty_Cindy. It's your girl Cindy D. And
Go
the gang we got today is Miss Get It Indy herself, the Yike Queen.
She's taking it back to my ratchet days. Okay. Hey, girl next door. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, one of the first videos I ever saw of you was at that party.
I'm scared. See, in my younger days, I got some explaining to do. I was one ratchet ass child, okay? But now I'm a child of the Lord, and I have grown, but that's where a lot of people know me from. They know me from the party days, they know me from the YouTube days and all that stuff. And so every time somebody sees me, even if it's 10 years later, they're like, oh, it's the Yike Queen, you be dancing, you be doing this.
The Yike tutorials.
I'm old now, so it's different. I'm old, I'm old now, so we don't do no head, shoulders, legs.
You're still so young. Aren't you 20, 25, 24, 25 years old?
I'm in my mid-20s, girl. It's almost over for me.
Girl, I'm literally 28. I'm almost at 30.
See, but it don't crack because we both look 12. So. Yeah. And we both look 12. I still get carded every time I try to go to the bar.
During that time, when you were younger, did you realize how viral you went? What was your viral video?
Not at all. I honestly think no one knows. You don't know. Even to this day, I always say, oh, that was a prime for me. Not my prime that I'm going to hit really soon, but that was one of the primes that I went through. And during that time, I had no idea how much love and support and consistent subscribers and everything I had until they were gone and I was transitioning into doing something else. So I think that's really something that a lot of artists can resonate with, because in this industry, it's up and it's down. It's never just an up and up. You know what I mean? You have your relevancy. That's what keeps you for a certain period of time. Then somebody else comes and they do their thing. You let them shine. And while they're shining, you're trying to create whatever's going to bring you back relevant, whatever's going to make you, you know, bring that light back to you. So it's a constant game. But during that time, I had no idea. No idea what it was as big as it was.
I've definitely during when I first noticed that whole movement, the Ike movement, I was in college, and that's when songs were playing, and you know, so like, when did you? I know you used to work with Priceless. When did y'all first like link up? Because that's one of the first people I noticed.
Yeah, you know what? Me and Priceless linked up at a party that two artists named D-Mac and Tawana, they threw a party in Fairfield. And I had ended up promoting the event, and I ran into, at the time, TPE. And that was like DJ J12, that was Young Boog, that was Priceless The Rock, and they had a couple other people in that whole little crew. And so at that point, we started doing more events. We started collaborating together because we had two different worlds at that time. I was from Vallejo, which is still part of the Bay, but they were deeper in the Bay, like San Francisco and Oakland. So we brought our worlds together, and that's when the whole crave kind of started at that point. But the Yike movement was created by Chunky F. Tuts, and he was one of their dancers at that time. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know Chunky F. Tuts. You guys can follow him. He's the whole creator of the Yike dance. All of us were just the people who kind of helped push the movement. So Priceless had the songs to push the movement. Chunky had the dance moves to push the movement. I had the support to push the movement. And so we took all of those different elements of it, and we pushed that whole thing together. But there's not one sole person who was like responsible for how big it was. But Chunky made that dance, and he to this day is still killing a bunch of the other like craze that are going on.
That's definitely dope. Cause and then you started doing music, and I was like, I didn't even know she could do music. Like,
I didn't know either, girl. I didn't know either. I swear I didn't. I would always play around with it, but I wasn't good. I wasn't good until recently. Like the past couple years is when I got good. When I first started, I was really, really terrible. Like even listening to my songs now, they were really terrible. They were bad. But I'm glad I stuck to it.
I think you were great. Even from, girl, your first song that you ever did was the One Cheek. I remember that, the One Cheek.
And that wasn't even supposed to be serious, but that to this day is one of the highest played songs that I have, but because of that craze. Not because it was good, because it was very, very bad. But the movement helped push that song for sure when like indie dipping and all that stuff was going on way back in the ancient times. Yeah.
So speaking of the indie dip, who started that? Like, did you just start that, or did somebody?
People pinned that on me. I did not call it the indie dip. That was pinned on me, and I gladly accepted it. Okay.
Gladly.
But yes, I gladly accepted it. I never even really referred to it as the indie dip. Other people do. It was just called the dip. Like that's what everybody in the Bay Area did. That's how they dance. I didn't dance any type of special out here. I just got noticed for whatever reason. But I was already popular from other things. I was popular from my YouTube channel primarily. And I guess when you see somebody popular doing something, they automatically think that is that person. But that's how everybody in the Bay Area dance. We all do that.
Because to be honest, like, you know, I never knew who created the dance or the song because, you know, the conversation today. And I was telling people, you know, one thing that I really knew about Bay culture was like when E40 came out. Like you really didn't know.
Shout out to E40.
You know, shout out to E40.
Yeah.
Noticing you guys, it's like, okay, there's more.
Oh, god damn fucking balls. Okay, here we go. All right. All right, I'm ready.
but you know, after seeing you guys, it's like, you know, there was a whole nother side that we didn't even know existed. you know, because you don't
And
hear
I think we're
40
all
talking about.
silently influenced by that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you don't never hear E40 talking about yiking and then smeeze or whatever y'all got
Yeah.
going on. Like,
I think that it's just different generations have different things, you know what I mean? And we all kind of take a little bit from each generation. Like there was the hypey movement, there was the yike movement for a minute, there was the schmeezing movement, there was
yeah,
all these movements, you know what I mean? And it's all a generational thing. Like, you know, we all have a little bit of that hyphy in us. That's just a Bay Area thing.
yeah,
And it's more than just E40. E40 is definitely one of the like presidents of the Bay Area. We all fuck with him.
yeah,
But we all really fuck with Mac Dre as well. And even now, like New Age, we all fuck with Nef the Pharaoh. And we all have different people that we kind of look to that carry those same characteristics of what it means to be like a Bay Area resident, or what it means to be like hyphy, or what it means to be in this culture. You know what I mean? So I think every generation has contributed a little bit here and a little bit there to make it what it is. But we have a lot of talent and just a lot of movements that's come from it. And it's not because of one person or another person, but we've all literally contributed something special. Even now that I'm older, a lot of people are saying that our whole movement contributed to how Bay Area culture is looked at. And so it's like being a part of it is dope. You didn't know what you were really necessarily a part of at that time. You didn't really know how big it was or how influential it was supposed to be, because you were just dancing and having fun and doing what you was, you know, what you wanted to do. But I think it's the same. I don't think anybody plans it. It kind of fucking happens, you know?
yeah, and it's definitely wonderful, definitely to make your mark and be such an inspiration to people. Because like
Right.
you inspire a lot of people, you know, when they see your growth, and you definitely inspire me to
I
get this.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
like
really
you know,
do.
just
And it's dope. It's really dope to hear that. Cause I'll run into people and they're like, you know, you're such an inspiration, but like I said, you don't think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're not trying to be like a role model. You're not trying to like pave people to go a certain way or move a certain way. You're just doing what's best for you. Hopefully you're doing what's best for you, and it's inspiring people along the way. And I get that all the time. That's like, you just used to dance, used to be a dancer, or you used to just be on YouTube, and to see me doing certain things now inspires people. But for me, I'm like, well, shit, I used to do all these dope ass things, and now I'm kind of taking a step back and doing a whole nother thing. And so to me, it feels like, or to some artists, it can feel like, you know, we took a step back or a step in a different direction, but a lot of people seek growth. And so to me, I'm just kind of living day by day and hoping for the best. And if that looks like inspiration to other people, that's dope. I'll let y'all know if I'm still on the up and up, but we trying. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're definitely your person. You're the most goofiest person we've ever seen, and you have such a good sense of humor.
Thank you, girl.
Now, what was it like working with Sage? I know you were in one of his music videos. What was it like?
Yeah. You know what, Sage, shout out to Sage the Gemini. His whole movement was really, really dope too. Again, a lot of people had input on everything that happened. So just like the Ike movement, he made music that went kind of with that, and he blew up off of that. And that's like amazing to see. In my generation of people, like during that whole era, he was the first one to boom. He was the first one to go. And he went the quickest, and he went the furthest, and it just happened for him. And it was dope to see and to be a part of that video. A couple of his videos, they definitely helped me out too. So it's awesome. But we were cool before all of that, you know, before that happened. We were all trying to make it happen for all of us. And so to see it happen for a few of them, it was really nice. It was good.
That's so good. So I see you've been putting out some new stuff for us.
Finally, with the grace of God. Yes. Yes. So right now, I got some fire ass shit finna pop off. I can't wait till my new music drop. That shit finna be lit.
Yes.
No, I have some really dope music popping off. I'm so excited. I have a new mixtape that I'm working on, which I haven't released the mixtape in quite some time. It's been a little minute, but we're back and we're better. Okay. Yes, I really had to take time, and I had to take a step back to figure out where I was going, because I felt like I was making the same song kind of over and over and over again. So, and they were still good, but I wanted to like create something different for myself and show my range and just how versatile I am as an artist, because like I said, I know people are used to seeing me one way. So I'm just when it comes to like my mental and everything, I'm so on a different place than people probably think that I am. You know, they see one side of me, but I have so much more to offer. So I'm putting most of that into my new music, and I'm gonna be continuing to release things.
Yeah.
I got something dropping tomorrow. Okay, got some stuff dropping next week. So indie season is underway. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we cannot wait. So
So
in
juiced.
the middle of this, you guys, you as the audience can definitely ask Indy some questions, anything that you've always
Please
wanted to
do.
know about her. You know, just definitely you guys can just throw some stuff out there. We'll do our best to go back to the
Get
comments.
the tea, y'all, because y'all ain't gonna be able to get it again. Get all the tea, all right? And I'm gonna answer everything. Everything. Ask me whatever
You
you
know
want.
what I do miss? So remember when you did this, when you first came out with Stupid Juice and you had those bottles? I never got me a bottle, and I want a
That's so
bottle.
crazy. Somebody else messaged me about the same thing, so I think I need to go ahead and bring that merchandise back.
Maybe you should do a remix and then bring it back.
You know, just to get the classic merchandise out there, because I to this day don't even have a Stupid Juice bottle, which is crazy. Yeah, I've done several rounds of the Stupid Juice bottle. I still don't have one. Everybody in my family pretty much has one. Still don't have one. So I need one for myself too. And as soon as I make that order, you will be the first one. Yeah, you're gonna be the first one to get.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need to give me. I was like this because I remember when that song came out. That did it for me. Vibe of the song. Did it for me.
That solidified me as an artist. Yeah, Stupid Juice.
Yeah.
That was definitely that was the transition for me, because before that I had been trying to break away from being seen as just like the dancer and the YouTuber. It took me a long time, and for any upcoming artists, please know that labels will be on you for as long as possible, but you can remove them, because I know a lot of people were skeptical about my transition into music, which was so long ago, but that song solidified me as an artist for sure. Once I did that song, anybody was willing to work with me. More people took me serious in like the music game, and just that song really did a lot for me. It opened so many doors. So thankful. Shout out Greedy Boyfriend. If it wasn't for you, boy, you know. He know.
That is so what's like, you know, a typical, like, where do you get your inspiration from when it comes to your music?
Kind of everywhere. And I'm hesitant to say this, but all bad situations for me produce the best music. Like, I know some people get inspired by love, and some people get inspired by sex, and some people get inspired by drugs. I get inspired by anger for whatever reason. The best songs that I make, even if they're not angry songs, they could be love songs, but I make them while I'm angry. I don't know what it is, but I get inspired when I'm mad. So, and I don't get mad very often, but when I do get mad, I use that and I bang out as many songs as possible, because my writing style is really different.
I'd rather you do that than put your hands on somebody.
Period. Because I can't go to jail. Y'all seen 60 Days In? Okay, y'all some jailbirds? I don't belong in there, because they're not gonna let me bring my wig. And if I can't have my wig, I definitely don't need to. I'm gonna be in there looking like Lil Bow Wow. Please, no. I'm not doing it.
Now, who's some other artists that you know your goal is to work with, that you really would like to work with?
You know what? There are so many. Secretly, I love pop songs. So if I were to work with anybody who's super mainstream, it'd be Ariana Grande in a heartbeat. I love pop songs, pop artists, anything that has to do with that. Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Ellie Goulding. She's not like in the pop realm. She has her own little style, but people like that, I love those collabs with a rap artist and like a pop artist. It just makes the best music to my ear. When it comes to like people kind of out here, I'm definitely interested in working with OMBPZ. I've been trying to work with Goldie, but Goldie don't fuck with me, y'all. So y'all need to tag at Goldie and let him know, stop fucking playing with me. Because I've been trying to work with that man, but he's not really fucking with me like that. And just a lot of my friends and my partners who do music, I love collabing with them. But definitely OMBPZ, I love his shit. Definitely fuck with his shit, because he seemed like he inspired by anger too. So we would make some hot shit. Definitely pain and anger. That's it. Hanger.
Bruh. What?
I don't know, girl. Just ignore me.
Hanger. Oh my God.
Hanger.
I look, when this quarantine is over, because I was supposed to be in San Francisco, wherever you are. I was supposed
Yes. Yeah, I'm in SAC now. Shout out to SAC Town. I never thought I'd move here. And I used to talk so much shit about SAC, but I got a property in SAC now, so I'm definitely out here.
Let me tell y'all, how did y'all start to get it SAC parties? Because I've been trying to come.
So those, again, those were like high school, college days, but, and D-Mac, give me my goddamn name back, because he started naming himself Getting D-Mac, and so we're going to have to talk about that. Just putting that out there. Oh, but, Lord. And shout out to him. He's doing his thing right now. I love D-Mac. It's my brother. Yeah. But Party Girl Angie, that's my wife friend. I love her. I love Angie. She is the shit. She had her own thing going on in SAC. She's the tie that I had to SAC. So Party Girl Angie, shout out to her. She's still doing her thing. She is from SAC. I was from Vallejo, and D-Mac is in Fairfield at the time. So Vallejo and Fairfield were about 15 minutes from each other. And Fairfield and SAC were about 45 minutes from each other. So we took that, we decided to do Get It SAC, and we were actually going to make it Get It SAC, Get It Oakland, Get It Vallejo, Get It this. Right. We didn't end up doing that because we did a party in Vallejo that ended up, the whole SWAT team came out, so we had to stop all that because our parties were that crazy. Wow. But we brought all of those crowds together. The 916 and 707 brought it together, and those parties were definitely like the highlight of my whole adolescent life. Like, I literally, to go on tour and do all that, I dropped out of college for it. So I took my brand super serious. Like, all those parties and all those tours that we went on and everything, I literally left school to do that. And that's why I'm working so hard now, because I can't let it be for nothing. You know what I mean? And I was blessed to be able to still take care of myself and do what I need to do. Psychology. I was going to school for psychology and communications. Yeah, underneath all this ratchet is a brain, girl. Like, it's here.
You want to deal with these crazy folks and the stuff?
Not anymore. No, that was just where I was on my way to until entertainment kind of just took me by the neck. You know what I mean? But no, I was studying for psychology. My mom, she was, she had a degree in psychology. That's what she was doing for a long time. And so I've been surrounded by it. I saw the coin by it, and that's just where I was kind of going. And even still, I'm just the type of person, I love talking to people. How are you? How can we make it better? What's going on in your life? What can I resonate with? How can I do anything to kind of take you out of your dark place? That's just the type of person I am to this day. And so I wanted to be able to help people. But I need motherfucking help myself. So I'm glad I ain't doing that shit anymore,
Everybody needs some help too. We all
even the therapist, girl.
Some one way, form, or other.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I noticed when I was following you, your brother was doing music too. Is he still doing music as well?
What brother?
Was that your brother in that video? Remember, it was you and the guys, and they had a song called I think it was Back That. Or no, what was it? He looked like your brother. Y'all looked alike.
That was my brother. Are you talking about Jay and Fresh?
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely not my brother. That's my man. But no, the one who looks like me. No, the one who looks like me is not my man. The other one, that's my boyfriend. Shout out him. But yeah, he's actually both still. The little small one that looked kind of Indian.
Yeah,
his name is Jay. No, his name is Jay. Shout out Jay. His brother is actually at my house right now. But no, that is he's a solo artist now. His name is Young Jay, so definitely check him out. And then the chocolate fine ass nigga, that's Goldie. And y'all tell him once again, stop playing with me. Because I've been trying to get on a Goldie song forever. I'm just obviously not that good yet, but it's on its way. Yeah, but they're still doing that shit. What you got in your cup? Wait a minute. What you drinking?
Girl, it's wine up in here, child. I gotta have my drink.
See, you should have told me. We should have did this about a month ago. I stopped drinking, but I will. Oh, is this empty? This one's empty. Hold on. All right.
your water. There you go.
My water. Otherwise, it'd be a tequila shot. And if I drink a tequila shot, we got to save that for a Friday night because then you'll get all the tea.
Oh, Lord. Y'all stay hydrated and drink water. For y'all those that don't drink water, drink water. You nasties.
You nasty fuckers.
So some of y'all that's still commenting, coming in, y'all is the audience. This is the time to ask her questions. I'm telling y'all.
Ask me questions. I'm definitely interested.
Answering no more questions.
After that, it's the wrap. Okay? Y'all want to know what I ate for breakfast? Y'all want to know the last time I gave some head? Which I want to know.
Oh my God. Oh, are you? I've noticed that you do eat health. Are you vegan? Because I noticed you eat very healthy.
Yes. So I don't even have a label for it. I guess it'd be considered flexitarian because I always change my diet. Right now, I'm on like a shitload of sugar. That's the whole diet. I have sweet tarts for breakfast, lemon cake for dinner. So that I need to get it together. But I was vegan in 2017. Couldn't do it. Commend every single person who does it. What I didn't know about going vegan is that you have to prepare yourself and prepare your body with substituting your nutrients. So at that time, I had no idea I was already vitamin deficient, and you take dairy out of your diet, it's gonna fuck a lot of shit up. I'm also anemic, and you get your iron from your meat. So I took out dairy and I took out meat, and I was already lacking that nutrient, so it made all my hair fall out. I felt like a zombie, but I was doing it wrong. Yes, really doing it wrong. So if you guys are planning on changing your diet, definitely do research.
Yes, be safe about it. Well, well, to tell you a little bit, I haven't been vegan for a while. I did it. First time I did it, I actually did it cold turkey. I did a cold turkey for about a year or two. But, I felt fine. But, this past year, because I I always get my yearly physicals. And when I had my my metabolic testing, was my iron was low, my vitamin D was low, and my protein levels were low. Mm-hmm. But what I should have done was they told me to incorporate a vitamin. Y'all, this is my child. What do you want? Okay, he's gonna have to wait. Tell him I'm doing my interview. Jesus, I told these people I was doing an interview.
It's all good, girl. We let it chill. Oh my God.
But no, so yes, definitely take your time. It can, so that's why you have to take lots of vitamins too sometimes, because when you do go vegan, you literally have to eat more to get the vitamins back in. So you don't like the protein shake that has those vitamins. So now that I'm learning more, I always have a protein shake. Sea moss is definitely good. I do use that.
And I've been reading up on the sea moss. And I also know that sea moss is like a good lubrication for the body. So if your skin ever feels dry, your eyes are dry, anything like that, it helps to relubricate the body. So that I'm going to be
aloe vera. It's like the same consistency as aloe vera. Like they have it raw, but like you can make the gel out of it, and kind of like the same consistency as aloe vera. Like it's
interesting. Yeah, see, like with me always changing my diet too.
Taste, but
now that I know it, I'm gonna try it.
I don't think that's taste. Very tasteless. So you can mix it, and you can mix it. Yeah, you can mix it with your tea smoothies. You can even put it in soup.
Right.
That your drink is tasteless. All you need is 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. That's it.
See, something I'm gonna have to try. I don't know what happened, but we back. We back and we better. But
okay, so your album drop
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock
on the dot.
And then another question I saw was, it said, if you ask the question, guys, text it, because I'm trying to remember everything you guys said. One person asked, do you have a weird birthmark?
Do I have a weird birthmark? No, I don't have a weird birthmark. I have a bunch of little moles, but no birthmarks. I got alopecia instead, so.
Oh Lord.
Somebody asked, let's see, LA Princess Official asked, when is the next IG Live concert?
Hey, princess girl. They're working on it now, actually. Let me find out.
Oh,
Hey, when the next IG Live? Oh, you right here. When the next IG Live concert? They don't know. They don't know.
oh Lord.
But I want to say give it probably like 2 or 3 weeks. Let me close this door because then they're gonna start slapping. Give it 2 or 3 weeks. My neighbors are so mad at me from the last one, so I gotta be good.
No.
I gotta be good for a little bit because
That was in your house?
it was definitely in my house. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
So we had like the DJ set up here. We had our close knit people that we're with every day. So yes, we are still practicing social distancing a teeny bit, not a lot. But yeah, they mad at me right now. So we gonna give it some
They be
time.
all right, and he ain't got nothing else to do.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be good right now, but give it a couple weeks to cool down, and I'm gonna be bad again. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. If I say some of y'all IG name wrong, excuse me, but it says legit ENT says, who do you look up to in the industry?
Drake. I love Drake. Not even for his music, he makes great music, but Drake is a future planner. He's not in the moment at all. The music that we're hearing, I know for a fact Drake has had done for probably a year or two plus. So I love the way that he plans it. Oh shit, damn it, hell, fucking. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Where am I at? Excuse me. But yeah, definitely Drake because he's so far in advance. My favorite artist is Party Next Door. I love me some Party Next Door. And then just out here, not even because that's my boyfriend, Goldie. For like an underground artist, somebody still working. This man is upstairs in the studio all day, every day, and makes me feel like I ain't doing shit. And people who make me feel like I'm not doing shit, I love being around that energy because it makes me want to work harder. I'm not gonna be the weakest link ever. So I love that. So people who just work hard and they plan super far in advance, they're not living current. Those are the type of artists, the type of people that I look up to. People who are in 2025, you know. So
Right, definitely. LA Princess Official said, when you gonna stop pretending like you can't sing? I totally agree. When she gonna stop pretending like she can't hold a note?
the only reason why I have support is because of auto-tune. If I sing, yeah, for y'all, everybody gonna die. All right, I'm not gonna do it. She's a liar. She got vocals and she thinks that everybody got. That's not how it works. She's the real singer. And I got some stuff coming with. Oh fucking shit, Paul! Damn, shit. I got. I got Princess too, and Minna. Shout out to Minna. That's my bitch. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all coming in. They say you pulled a Teddy Riley on us. Oh, y'all.
Oh my god!
Girl, you ain't holding it up against like a book or something.
Okay, I think this one is really good. This one is really good. Oh shit!
Girl.
Oh, here we go. All right, we back. Mm-hmm.
Where is the album? Slide Life
I
TV.
know. Do you guys know? I don't know if it's me, but my supporters, not saying this person was, my supporters are so rude to me. Like, they talk so much shit to me. And so it's not like, this is the nicest one that I've seen. It's not like, hey, when are you going to drop new music? It's like, bitch, I fuck with you. Drop that shit or I'm going to unfollow you. And I'm like, oh,
They aggressive.
They aggressive with it. So I don't have a date, but you can't put a rush on quality, okay? So stick with me. Don't leave me now because I'm known to stalk people. I'll find you and get you back. But stay with me. It's on its way for sure. In the meantime, I will have stuff dropping. So tomorrow should hold y'all over for a little bit. Definitely, tap into the FTB music video that's dropping tomorrow. And shout out to 2 people. Solid Shots for shooting the video. I ain't never in my life seen talent like that. That's the shit. And shout out to All World. They have me dripped in the video and they got me dripped right now. But yes, it's on the way, y'all. I promise.
That's good. We can't wait. We'll definitely be ready. So what made you, the song you have coming out tomorrow, the video?
So the song's out. The video is coming out.
What made you create, like you was mad, obviously, at somebody.
No. Like I said, before that anger get to me, it gets to me. Some sticky situations, some sticky people, you know, that's, they always fuel it. And I'm too old to be in a lot of mess and a lot of drama. So I put it in my music. That's the best way to do it. So, and it's not even written about one person or one situation. I just like to put everything that I have built up into a song. If a situation does happen, that'll spark it. But then past situations, when stuff that I'm completely over, I rev it up, I bring it back so I could produce that type of energy, you know, in the song. So I don't want to sound like morbid or mad or anything like that because I'm a very happy person. But when it comes to situations like that, best music. Even when I'm sad, like if somebody hurts my feelings or something, you're going to get really good music out of that. So y'all tell somebody to be mean to me if y'all want an album. Tell everybody to be hella fucking mean to me. And you're going to get that album.
Oh my God.
Okay?
Now, I know you've toured and you've definitely had shows and things of that nature. Have you ever had to either maybe stop a project or put a project on pause because you really just didn't vibe with the people, like the energy was off, like you're just like, you know what, forget this, like, you know, I'm gonna just do everything myself, go on my own, you know? Like, have you ever been in that situation?
I've been in it. It's so funny you bring that up. Last year I was in it. I do a show called the Cake Concert every single year. Well, this would have been the third this year, but we had to cancel that. And I had to stop my whole production. I had to put everything on pause. I hurt a lot of people's feelings, not purposely, but for the bigger picture. Things just weren't going as I wanted them to go. And I'm a big, big energy person. I'm not going to proceed with a project or a song or anything if that energy is not right. And so I couldn't, no matter what, I couldn't get the group right. I couldn't get the vibe of the group right. I couldn't get the picture in my head. I couldn't bring it into fruition. And so I had to stop it. And looking back on it, I definitely would have done things differently. But from the jump, I would have done things differently. But that situation's going to happen, you know. If it's not right, I'm not going to do it. And I used to really settle, and I see what that gets me. If I settle for things or for energy or for sounds or for quality that I don't like, I end up hating the project and it's completely a waste. So I just have learned not to do that. I have to do better about making sure that I don't drag people down with me, you know, in the interim of that, because I have a lot of people that I work with. And so when it comes down to like my team and people who I answer to, like my assistants, shout out to Kay and shout out to Bambi, you know, they're just as excited about these projects as me, and they put just as much into them as I do, as well as my dancers and my staff. So when I stop production, it stops their work, you know? So I try not to do that moving forward, but it has definitely happened. And I'm sure Beyonce do that too. Beyonce's had to stop.
I'm pretty sure she does too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's a part of it. Is it fun and is it fair? Not all the time. But I'm going to make sure that whatever I put out from this point on and from that point on, it has to be right. And if I have to do that, then that's what I got to do, you know?
Definitely. I totally agree. Because I'm all about energy as well. And I'm like, if you just go with it could turn. It could make a whole nother turn. And you always listen to that situation, definitely. Because
and I've been on both sides.
Because if you have quality that you don't even like, what makes you think other people are going to like it?
Exactly.
So I definitely get that 100%. So in the future, I know you are talking about the cake concerts and things. So do you prefer, do you like to travel and perform more, or do you like to do studio work more?
I like to perform. I am not a big studio person. I like to like write as much as I can and try to knock that shit out. Like I like recording and all that, but my favorite part about being an artist is performing more than videos, more than writing a song, more than making a song. I am a performer. I'm a performer. Definitely.
Yeah,
because I like to
definitely.
sing, I like to dance, and I like to act. Performing, I get to do all of that. I get to interact with my people. I get to steal new people that I didn't have before. And I'm one of those, when it comes to anything, I'm not going to say I'm the best artist. I'm not going to say I'm the best dancer. But when it comes down to that stage, honey boo boo child, I am a force to be reckoned with. And that is facts.
Yeah.
And I put so much time into my performances. So my performance might be 10 or 15 minutes long. What you see is 6 months of work. We've been rehearsing.
Exactly.
You know, nothing that I do is by accident. So definitely a performer.
Yeah, that's good too. Because that means you take time and you guys practice and rehearse. That's definitely quality work.
Yeah.
So besides your
two people in the room too, it could be one person and I'm busting it
down,
right. Period. Like, yeah, that's me.
Yes. So you know, you do music, you know, you've done the YouTube. So like do you have any other business ventures that you have going outside of that? Like outside of the industry?
Surprisingly, I'm pretty heavy in the cannabis industry. So I've managed a bunch of dispensaries, and I managed a bunch of dispensaries. I'm pretty deep in the cannabis industry. So that is what takes up a lot of my time. As far as side endeavors, I'm definitely coming out with a few things. Definitely a few things. Lashes is going to be one of them. And a lot of people have lashes, but I'm looking to do something completely different with mine, and that's going to be some time. That's not happening immediately. And then I have some other like ideas, you know, in the process. Maybe a few years down the line, I am going to open my own venue. So that's going to be something that I can use to retire and throw my own shows and my own events at. And just a bunch of little shit. I got a lot of little merchandise as well. I'm a big merchandise person. That's with every single song. So like Stupid Juice, I had the crew necks for that. I had the little flasks for that. I had my sweatshirts. I had just a bunch of weird little shit. So I like to put my hand in multiple endeavors. I can't have one streamline of income, and I can't promote myself just with music. Now you have to be good at everything. So I'm definitely putting my money in investments for sure.
That's good. And you being in the cannabis industry, and just to ask you a few questions about that.
Yeah.
Being a person of color in the cannabis industry is, I know for a fact, it's a very hard thing to get started in to do.
Yeah.
So how was that process for you?
It happened by accident. First and foremost, I don't smoke. I don't medicate. So that was already one thing that was pretty difficult when I was starting with my first dispensary. So I started off cold turkey. I didn't know a lot about cannabis, and I've been managing cannabis dispensaries for 8 years now. So I've watched the whole industry change from becoming medical to going to recreational, all the law changes, all the legal binding issues that comes with all the changes, all the distribution issues and stuff like that. I've watched it change. Not only with me being Black is one thing, but me also looking like I'm 12, surprisingly, is another really difficult thing to deal with, because I seem, you know, like I don't know what I'm talking about at first hand. And then you get to know me and you're like, shit, she's smart as fuck. You know what I mean? So I think just on top of being like a person of color, I have issues with that everywhere that I go. But cannabis industry hasn't been too difficult in regards to my color, but definitely in regards to how young I seem and how young I look. And that's been the biggest kind of setback for me. But every time I get in, I prove myself, and I'm going to continue to do it, you know?
Yeah, that's dope. That's a good thing, because, you know, to be in that type of industry, especially being a female in that type of industry, because a lot of things are so male dominant these days, that is, you know, opens doors for so many people. And that's definitely dope to do. And I definitely can see you doing some merch with that, and you're, you know, I can't wait to see your new things coming with that. So that's really dope.
Yeah, I'm in a really good position now, as far as like that goes. I'm in a really good position because I've just transferred over to like a bigger dispensary and everything. So I'm definitely getting blessed right now when it comes to like my cannabis life. Definitely being blessed.
Well, that's good. We definitely are rooting for you and everything that you're doing right now. If you guys that are tuning in, this is Miss Get It Indie at They Love Indie. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask her, they could be, what's her favorite wig company? Because she loves her wigs. We don't know. Ask her whatever you want to ask her.
Yes. Y'all ask me anything.
I can't do the wig. Like, I'm so.
The best thing ever. It is the best thing ever. And shout out to Bees Weaves. Bees Weaves always has me laid for the past few years. I can't do frontals and all that shit. The glue, take out the edges, and I already got it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't do.
I can rip this thing off. This don't got no glue on it. I can really rip my muffin cap back blue and throw it on the bed and put it back on tomorrow, and it's gonna look the same. That's why I love Bees Weaves. Glueless units is the way to go, because you know them edges gonna come out.
So, like, what units are you using when you're like dancing and shaking your hair? Like,
hope and faith that it doesn't come off. That's it. But Bees Weaves always secures it. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like we good. You know, I can't swing it in a circle, but, and I'm sure I probably could, but I just have bundles. I have bundles, and Bees Weaves makes my wigs, because I am I can't do permanency anymore. Sewing's not really my thing. Yeah. I like to walk in the house and rip this muffin cap back glue, put on this bonnet, you know what I'm saying? Wash off these eyebrows and sit and look like a man until the next morning, and I do it all over again. That's my type of life, you know? I'm not the type of person that likes to be cute all the time. So this thing come off and it goes right back on, and it don't rip shit or take shit with it. It's the way to go.
Definitely. Yeah, well, I've definitely been getting more into taking care of my natural hair. I haven't had relaxer in like 2 or 3 years, and
naturals, girl.
I recently just got it cut because my ends, girl, the ends was looking.
See, and that's the
but you know,
wigs. I can still tend to my normal hair. The Mufasa underneath here still gets tamed every once in a while, you know. And that's the thing that I couldn't do with weaves. With weaves, my hair is braided down, and I like to keep it in for a few weeks. With this, I'm tending to my hair every day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because one thing, and definitely find you a hairstylist, y'all, that listens to you, because this hairstylist, he didn't, you know, normally you'll go in if your ends are so bad, they'll try to take off so many inches. And he preserved the length in my hair, and that's what I really wanted. Preserve it, because I worked hard for this ponytail.
I know it. It takes a while.
When you finally get your hair to grow, you work hard for that, girl.
Especially when you go natural. Natural takes years to do. So I was like getting permed as a kid. And then when I finally was like at the end of that, it's a lot more difficult to deal with hair that is not perm. So just trying to figure out work with that. And I cut all my hair off. So the fact that he was able to preserve your length and still keep it healthy is good. Because I get scissors happy. And, you know, I'm Amber Rose. It's bad.
Yeah. Well, I know it is getting down to the final end of the hour. If you guys don't have any more questions, Miss Indy, do you have any last minute shout outs you would like to give out?
Yes, shout out to you and Underrated TV. I really appreciate you guys for having me on. I definitely plan on hooking you up with as many people as possible because you are so fun to work with. Shout out to Anastasia who just popped in. You can suck my dick. Love you. It's my girl. So shout out to her. Bet Your World. Shout out to all my new dancers. I have to give a shout out to. So like Alexis Tovar. Shout out to Miss Mayaja. Shout out to Snow. All of you guys I'm so excited to work with. But for anybody who's just tuning in and you missed most of the interview, fun size in the YouTube channel. Tomorrow I'm dropping the best music video I have ever done in my life. And shout out to Solid Shots for shooting it. So it's going to be lit.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys did miss this interview, don't worry. It will be a video recap on YouTube, so they'll definitely be able to watch this.
Yes.
So my YouTube channel is in the link in my bio. It's in my link at _city and _underrated TV. The link to my channel is in there. So if you guys want to rewatch it or know somebody who missed it, we'll have a recap. See, the question says, well, who does your makeup and what brands do you use?
Oh, thank you. This was done by me. And the brands I use is cheap, like e.l.f., I do not skip on
Okay.
shadow. I don't skip on shadow though, because all you really need, you can go cheap on everything else. This eyebrow was with the $2 pencil. My concealer was with the $3 concealer, LA Girl Pro. Okay, Elf is the brand for my eyebrows. I reuse my lashes like every basic bitch out there. I spent $4 on these, and this is like my 10th time wearing them. Just don't skip out on your shadow. You need something pigmented, so I always use Morphe. Everything else is cheapy, McCheap. Period. Okay? I spend money on hair,
I'm cheap all around the board. I don't use all that stuff because I don't like all that heaviness on my face.
No. Hey, I stopped doing that.
I work too, my job and the sweat don't mix.
My eyebrow was on his shirt, so I can't do nothing heavy because it'll stick to people. But yeah, cheap.
That's what I'm saying. It's okay if you missed it. Like I said, we'll have the video recap on YouTube. So the link is in my bio on both my pages, so y'all will be able to go back and listen to all the gems that she's dropped. Yeah, everything that we've talked about in here.
And make sure you guys follow her. You guys tuned in on my channel because you saw that my icon popped up. Follow Underrated TV. That's where you're going to get all the best content and the recaps on everything. And the link will be in Underrated TV's bio for this interview. So make sure you guys go follow them.
Yes. And then definitely all of you guys that are watching, if you have businesses, if you're artists, I don't care if you cook, do makeup, do hair, rap, sing, anything, dance, whatever your gift is, DM me. I want to interview you so people can know more about you and what it is that you do. Like, there's so many people out there that have so many different, like, talents and great things that they do. So, even in this quarantine, you guys still got to, like,
it's the best time. Best time.
I'm telling you, best time. So definitely, and either DM me or the best thing to do is to email me. My email is in the bio on Underrated because I can respond quicker with emails because sometimes DMs come in and I be having to scroll back like, hold up, where did they go? Like, it's so hard, but definitely DM me or email me.
So definitely do that, y'all. Take advantage.
Yes. It was good having you on here. I am very grateful that you've done this with me.
Absolutely.
This was definitely a milestone for me with starting this.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'm telling you. Because it's, you were one of the first people I reached out to when I first started this,
Did you?
And you did, because this was when I was first starting. I didn't even have one interview yet.
Ago, and then we had just
I didn't have any interviews yet, and I was getting my people together, and and then this quarantine happened, and then I was like,
the process,
It did, but you know what? I got creative. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it live, but I'm doing it live for a good purpose.
Exactly, and it's so awesome to hear that, and that goes to show you guys never know, who you're gonna connect with and what can come of a collaboration. So make sure that you guys are never like brushing people to the side because you're gonna need something from somebody and you don't want them to brush you to the side. So always pay attention to your friends, your partners, and people who support you. Always support them back. That doesn't mean you have to get anything in return. That just means that you see somebody has a gift and you want to put that on for them, So I
definitely want to work with you in the future. Especially when you start doing your concerts again. I'm there with my camera. We're going to definitely put it on the channel. Because, we're doing this. I was also going to be showing, your back. I'm going to be showing your background process, what it takes to put on your concerts. Like, this is going to be more. So,
girl. Shit.
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. Not today.
That is so dope, though. I really appreciate that. I really, really do, and I am honored to be interviewed by you as well. It's a dope collaboration, especially during the quarantine. We staying home, we keeping our asses in the house and cough free.
Man,
so it's dope to still be able to get that out for sure.
Yes. So you guys, it was good being on here tonight. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay safe. Follow directions, whether you want to believe it or not.
Yes.
I'm working front line. I'm telling y'all. I'm a front line worker. Follow directions.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Just do it. I have to be in the hospital.
Before I take the belt off.
Stay home. Well, it was good talking to you. You have a great night.
You
And hope
too.
you get
Thank you for
settled.
having me.
You are so welcome, and I'll let you know when this is done and assume.
Yes, yes. All right.
Cannot
Well,
wait.
enjoy your night, girl.
You too. Have a good night.